You're watching for Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, in the USA. Wapgadi Kata Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, aux États-Unis.
Well, good morning, good evening, whatever time you are watching this production or whatever time you are listening to this production, you are live or you're watching this at a later time. My name is Derline Pierre. I'm with Economic Solution Services, Inc., and we are located at 3411 West Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida 33436, and our number is 561-877-4662. You're watching and listening to Mind Your Business. You know how I do it. Mind Your Business is just not about your physical business, but it's about your mental business, it's about your health business, your finance business. And today, I have etiquette business. So if you can think of it, Mind Your Business will cover it. So we are looking so forward to this show today. My guest is someone that has been known in her community in several different industries for her etiquette. So we're going to have my guest today, Martine Pierre Paul, etiquette queen is what I like to call her, or etiquette diva, but it's Manners with Martine. So Martine, how are you?
I am doing well, Derline. Thank
Welcome.
you so much. Thank you.
So tell us a little about why you are so passionate about etiquette.
So etiquette really truly has been a hobby of mine for over 25 years. And after spending 20 years in the banking industry as a VP for several large financial institutions, whether in New York, New Jersey, or here in Florida, I retired from banking to focus 100% on my etiquette consulting business.
Nice.
Thank you.
I think it's an art.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you'll agree with me, because that is not my forte, but I think etiquette is an art. What do you think?
It is. It does take time to practice, because etiquette is a set of rules, and although we're not going to practice it as we used to practice in the past, but there's modern etiquette which you have to perfect your craft. So in that sense, it is like an art.
So I know corporations, of course you'll tell us in a few minutes all the services that you provide through your firm. You'll give us the name of your firm, and you'll give us the name, excuse me, I said firm because that's what I'm used to saying, the name of your organization, and how people can reach you to either book classes or for you to come into their company and do any kind of workshops or trainings. But you said you're passionate about etiquette, and you retired from, I think, what, 20 plus years in the banking industry?
Correct.
In the finance industry?
Correct.
To do this?
Correct.
So why the leap and why now?
So in banking, really truly what I experienced was, in my role as a VP, 80% of my time was spent taking clients out to dinner, entertaining clients, entertaining prospects. So it's very social. I will tell you, in the 20 years I spent in banking, I spent more time socializing with clients than really crunching numbers.
Okay.
So those skills are very, very important in the workplace. You can lose a deal, you can lose a good client if you don't have the soft skills in place to maintain that relationship. So etiquette includes not only your table manners and the social graces, but etiquette also includes everything that has to do in business in terms of being on time, respecting somebody else's time, your attire, your dining skills if you're conducting a business meal. So all of these things really put together, I said, I'd rather just be in a situation where I'm coaching young adults, even children, early on, rather than just being in banking, because it gives me the opportunity to impact more people doing what I like to do.
Well, I'm excited to finish our conversation today because I've met you in the banking industry. That's how we met.
That's true.
Through networking.
That's true.
And then you had the possibility of several we had several opportunities for us to work together and do some collaborations. So after we take this break, I would like you to break down, tell us the name of your organization, how people can reach you, but also tell us the different programs that you have available. So you're watching Mind Your Business with Derline Pierre Lewis, and today my guest is Martine Pierre Paul. And when we come back, she will tell you more about her organization and how you can reach her for session.
Depuis plus de 25 ans, Léopold Évariste a des moun acheter kay, vendre kay, financer et refinancer kay. Est-ce qu'on t'a remis information sur les affaires reverse mortgage? Est-ce qu'on t'a remis connaît valeur kayoua? Est-ce qu'on t'a remis vendre kayoua sans qu'on pas payer 6%? Léopold Évariste a chargé seulement 2%. Côté dans Orlando, Miami, Jacksonville, Tampa, 786 306 0390.
Nous quoi c'est 6%, yo chargé pour kay. Léon nèg vend kay 150 000 $, il charge 9 000 $.
Affaires kay, c'est affaires Léopold Évariste, 2%.
Welcome back. I missed you. I know you missed me. You always miss me. Anyways, my name is Derline Pierre Lewis. I am the CEO and founder of Economic Solution Services, Inc. We are located at 3411 West Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33436. You can reach us at 561-877, I just drew a blank, 877-4662. 561-877-4662. Keep in mind that I have the honor today, on today's show, to have my guest, Martine Pierre Paul. I call her my etiquette queen, etiquette diva, but she has, I think the slogan matters with Martine. Well, welcome back, Martine.
Thank you, Derline. Thank you.
So before we break, I asked you to tell us about your organization, how people can reach you, and the different programs that you have available for your program, for your organization. Can you please do that?
Yes, thank you. I certainly appreciate the opportunity to be with you, and thank you again. I am the founder and CEO of the Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy. We are an academy based in Boca Raton. Our classroom is a traveling classroom. So what I do is I provide etiquette training for children, young adults, and professionals. I firmly believe that it starts on the playground. One of my other slogans is from the playground to the boardroom.
Oh, I like that.
I appreciate that. See, my approach is really not to focus entirely on the social skills as we know them in a social environment, but the social skills in a corporate environment. It's important for our kids to be able to develop the confidence, whether they're on the playground, in the lunchroom, or in the classroom. It starts very early. One of the books that I brought to share with you is a book that I've given to my son. He's 11 years old. It's 50 Things that a Young Gentleman Should Know.
Oh, I like this. Let's zoom this in for the camera. Go get those if you have sons.
Yes.
I didn't have this for my sons.
Yes. So he's had this book for a while, for example, and he tells me all the time, he says, Mom, if I have to get one more etiquette book from you. But you know what? Ever since he was young, he's the kid who would hold the door open for a woman or another child. And till this day, he still does it. And I get compliments quite often from parents about him.
I had the pleasure of meeting your son, and he is a perfect gentleman. From the way he walked up to me and reached out and shook my hand, he was, poised. He was confident. Great job, Bob.
Thank you. And it takes training. You have to try it every day. So even in our home, it's a constant fight because I have to remind my kids all the time the right things to do. So I certainly understand why a lot of families are not talking about it every day, because you can feel discouraged. But I guarantee you, if you teach them the right thing, even if they pretend they don't know, when it matters, they do it.
You're going to give us the phone number and your email or website, how to reach you.
My pleasure.
And then you cover etiquette for children, etiquette for young adults, and etiquette for corporate. So I want you to break those 3 down and tell us what that entails. And then that way so people will know, oh, definitely. Because I know I told you and I are going to be working through the school system to bring etiquette to the school system. And I know you have already some stuff lined up already.
I know, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. So it's the Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy. It's a traveling classroom based in Boca Raton, Florida. My phone number to contact me directly is 561-351-0219. And again, it's 561-351-0219. And the name is Maxine Pierre. And so if I were to tell you, summarize the etiquette program for children, in this particular curriculum, I teach children up from, let's say from 5 to 12.
Okay.
I teach them about introductions,
Okay.
how important it is for a child of that age to be able to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye very confidently and say, "Hi, my name is Max Pierre-Paul. This is my mother, Martine Pierre-Paul. Hi, my name is Jamie Pierre-Lewis. This is my mother, Derline Pierre-Lewis." It's very important for the child to be able to do that. As soon as they learn how to speak, they need to be able to know how to introduce themselves.
Okay.
It really brings confidence. So the introductions, very important. Posture is something that I spend quite a bit of time teaching children, young gentlemen and young ladies. They need to know that the proper posture is to always cross the ankles when they're sitting down, or to sit forward with the knees together and the ankles together.
Is that for young ladies?
For young ladies,
Okay.
correct. There aren't too many options, but the most important thing for them to know is they always have to have their knees kept together and their ankles together. So a comfortable one is if you cross the ankles together with the knees staying together, that's very comfortable. Or that you can slant your legs to the side, but always keeping the knees together and the ankles together. There's no other way for a young lady to sit, really.
So how about a guy, a young man? Is there proper etiquette?
Yes, so they're very lucky. They don't have to do that, but ideally they would sit with their shoulders back
Yes.
and with their hands on their laps. So
Wow.
that's what they do. They don't have to worry about keeping the knees together and the ankles together. But us ladies, we do.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's some of the things that you would do in your curriculum with the young kids.
With the younger kids, and every workshop that I do includes table manners.
That's what. Okay.
Yes, every workshop includes table manners. For children that age group 5 to 12, I teach them the American style of dining
Okay.
with a formal, or an informal, and a formal table setting.
Nice.
The informal is what they see at home every day.
Okay.
So every child should know how to do that, and also should be able to set the table at home for their families when dinner is about to be served. So that's the informal. Go ahead.
So that's important, parents. When my kids were little, because I come from a background where my mother, also etiquette queen,
Yes.
taught us. So we had to set the tables, where to put the forks and the knives and the spoons. We didn't do like the salad bowl and the bread bowl and all that stuff, but we would do like family, like she would put all the food in the center and we take them. You'd have to know how to do that and wait for people to go around and pass this, pass that. And then sometimes the food you would be served from the stove, put on your plate, and then you have to wait till everybody is seated before you eat. So these are all little things that we don't know about because we don't teach our kids. And if we don't know them to teach our kids, then Modern Etiquette Academy can do that for us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I know it's hard work and families are always on the go,
Yes.
but the kids, they
Yes.
need to learn that. One of the things that I've certainly seen recently in the business setting, and I've certainly done it, is if I had a candidate for a job that I was considering, I often invited them for lunch or coffee. Especially if it's a position where you're going to be doing business development or you're going to be interacting with people outside of the workplace and on the road, those skills are important. So more and more potential employers are interviewing at a meal.
I think you were at my office when I was doing the webinar
Mm-hmm.
when the gentleman was saying that he was interviewing someone for a position at his firm, and what he did is he took the wife who he's interviewing and the husband out to dinner, and him and his wife, so it was the couple.
Mm-hmm.
And so all that plays.
Yes.
So it's not just you going on the job interview, depending on the position and the level, the corporate level of what your role is going to be. Sometimes the spouse is invited.
Yes, business is very social these days.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. So then not just you need to know what your husband needs to know.
Yes, yes, it's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
Yes. So with the teens program, what's different about the teens program is, of course, they would learn all of these things that I teach, the 8 to 12, but they will also learn life skills beyond high school, which is just so key.
Nice.
So not every graduating high school student is college bound, and even if they are, but not every student is college bound. Some kids need to be ready to get into the workplace right away. So the life skills beyond high school, it includes interviewing skills for them, grooming. No, you can't show up for a job interview in a t-shirt. You still have to wear the shirt and tie, you know,
Yes.
and often a jacket, a sports jacket, a jacket. So life skills beyond high school will include interviewing skills for them. It'll include as well interviewing technique, because these days you might be applying for a scholarship or you're
Yes.
applying to volunteer.
Yes.
There is an interview process,
That's
so we
true.
cover that to put them on the path for success. And then, of course, one of your favorite things is money management.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to you to be able to include that in the curriculum for the teenagers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But going back to the interviewing,
Mhm.
a lot of people, because you know I hire teens, I hire college students, and I hire adults. But a lot of people don't know after their interview to either call and say thank you, or
Yes.
send a letter, or send an email
Yes.
to thank the person for taking the time to interview them. So
I
all
agree.
that will be part of the process too?
Absolutely,
Good.
absolutely.
Good.
People now, people now are looking forward to getting something in the mail if they've interviewed you.
Yes.
Handwritten.
Yes.
It
So I
could be a
love
very
handwritten.
brief card, but people today, they're very impressed when they receive that.
And I know with you and your whole etiquette packages, I have seen, and I'm in love with your color scheme and your logo and everything.
Thank you so much.
But maybe part of that, I don't know if it's already part of the curriculum, but encouraging them, because Vista print, there's things they can print on their own. Just get a small little thank you card with maybe just their initial or
Yes.
their name spelled.
Yes.
They don't have to have a business to do that.
So that's the old-fashioned etiquette way of doing things, Miss Derline. That's how it's always been, and you're absolutely right. Although today we're talking about modern etiquette, some things don't change.
Okay.
So every young adult and adult should have stationery with their initials, and you're right, Vista Print and the other printing shops
Yeah,
can
and they
do
can
that.
print themselves if they have a
Correct.
printer. The libraries have workshops for those things. They
Correct.
can, and it doesn't have to be a logo, just their name.
Correct.
Because even with resumes, I told you I received some resumes. I'm like, oh my God, really? Typos, you know, stuff like that. So, but that's great. So, you have the children,
Yes.
you have the young adults. Now we go to the corporations.
With corporations, there are a couple of different approaches. One of them is to focus on customer service. If you have a place of business, you're a business owner, and your staff is not at the level of customer service that you want them to be, so there is an entire curriculum to get them up to par, and to do transformational coaching for them to get them to deliver the level of service that you want. Because we all know that clients, customers, patients, they have options to go elsewhere. And often we wonder why they're not coming back, why they're not a loyal customer, why they're not an engaged customer. You know, we may need to look at the service level that we're delivering in our places of business. So there's that piece. But most importantly, there's the business protocol, the ethics in protocol that sometimes can be a danger for business owners. It's the way that your employees are interacting with each other in terms of language, in terms of, are they avoiding conflict? Are they the ones that typically nobody wants to work with? Often you may have a very highly performing employee that nobody wants to work with because they don't respect the rules, or they think that no matter what they do, you will not get rid of them. And that sets the wrong tone for your culture. Is that the culture that you're trying to foster?
That is true, because if that employee is a high producing employee, then they feel like they're above the laws, they're above all the rules, they're above the protocols of the office. You are absolutely right.
Yes.
I keep saying office, but it could be any setting, any environment.
Sure, it could be an office, it could be a doctor's office, it could be any environment. So, and that's the piece. That's the piece.
So your corporate workshops or settings, I mean, is it a one-time deal? I mean, how does that work?
So we have several. There are some of them that are just one. So for example, the business meal, there's one that is called Breaking Bread and Closing Deals.
I like that.
That one.
I like that.
Yes, because often we're closing deals over a meal.
That's
we're breaking
true.
bread and trying
That's
to close
true.
deals. And if you're not able to focus on the conversation because you're worried about your table manners, you're not closing a deal here.
That's true.
So it's important. So that particular one, I feel that we can get that accomplished in a 2-hour class, because most people who attend, or they are at a more advanced level. So that one is one workshop. But we do have the transformational coaching that I can do over several sessions to get the person to where they need to be, whether it's in a group setting or one-on-one. The best thing is for me to know what you're trying to accomplish and to come up with a proposed solution for you, and then we take it from there.
Awesome. So Madam Martine Pierre Paul, please give us your information again.
I appreciate it. It's Martine Pierre Paul. Phone number is 561-351-0219. Again, that number is 561-351-0219. And you can visit us at modernetiquetteandleadership.com.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making time out of your busy schedule.
My pleasure.
I know that I also met your daughter,
Thank you.
and did she get a book?
She has her young 50 Things a Young Lady Should Know. Yes,
Okay.
she does. She does.
So Max let you borrow his book.
Yes.
But
She's traveling with hers.
Oh, she has hers with her.
Yes.
Oh my God. So I noticed you had another book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes. So as you know, so we really want to start the kids at a young age. So 50 things a gentleman should know. That's for a young gentleman should know. This is for the young gentleman. However, the gentleman, once you've passed the stage of being a young gentleman, there are things that you should do as well. So this one is called As a Gentleman Would Say, and this is a book that I recommend for gentlemen who have passed the age of being a young gentleman. So the point behind this is that it's never too late to learn. And but it's important to know these things. So Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay.
So there are a lot of tips in this book that people the gentlemen can refer to, or they can give me a call and I'll be happy to assist.
And how can they reach you?
561-351-0219. 561-351-0219.
And your business again?
It's Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy.
And you do have a website. Did you give that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give it to us again?
It's www.modernetiquetteandleadership.com.
Martine, I am so grateful that you made the time to be here. So, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, Martine Pierre Paul from the Modern Etiquette
And
Leadership Academy.
Yes.
Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy. Martine is the most patient person I have ever met. So you know, people who work with me have to be patient. But what she does is very, very needed. I have had the pleasure of attending several cotillions. And the young ladies have to learn how to walk. I know that's older. You do the modern, but still, they have to sit at the table. and hold their knives and forks without banging them on the table. And then the bread.
Yes.
They
the
have
bread.
to learn how to take a piece of bread,
Correct.
butter it, and eat just the bite size.
Correct.
Not take the whole piece of bread, slice it in
No,
half,
no,
put the
that
butter in
won't
there,
work.
make a sandwich.
Now, you have to take your time, one piece at a time, and eating slowly does it in etiquette.
Okay.
So definitely with the bread, you're absolutely right. It's
Yeah.
one piece at a time. You break it, you butter it, you put down your knife, you eat it, and you set the process over and over until you're
the
done.
bread is done.
Correct.
But you and I were at a scholarship function where this organization gave out scholarships to a bunch of
Yes.
young adults
Mhm.
from universities and community colleges and so forth. And a lot of people are thinking, oh, I don't need to do modern etiquette. I don't need to understand how this works. But these people are watching. They're looking.
Yes, yes. Because when a young person is receiving an award or a scholarship, often they're invited into a luncheon or a gala, and there are tons of professionals and potential employers and potential other scholarship givers in a room. It's important to be able to do that, and it builds their confidence level. You don't want to be in a room at a table where you're unsure of what to do. The idea is to learn it. Those are life skills, lifelong skills. You know, you're always going to use them. You're going to go to a wedding, and you don't know when it's going to matter the most. So the best thing is to learn it and to practice it at home. That's the best
Yes.
place to practice is at
Yes.
home. Some people say, well, we don't need to do it at home. That's where you need to practice
Yes.
it.
Home, we just can let our hair down
Correct.
and just be
Correct.
ourselves.
Absolutely. But the bread is definitely a big one that I see that people have difficulties with, or they don't know where the bread is, or where their iced tea or their water is. So that's another one that an easy way for people to think about is once you've positioned yourself in front of your meal, your water, if you look to your left, your bread will be there. If you look to your right, your water, your beverages are there. They're never anywhere else. I can guarantee you that. And one of the words that I use to help people is BMW, like the car. So BMW, B for your bread, M for your meal, and W for your water. If
I
you
like
think
that.
about those letters, you'll never misplace where your bread, your meal, or your water is.
I like that, but I know part of your curriculum too is the attire. If you go into a gala and a wedding and a funeral, different
Yes.
proper but more appropriate.
Yes,
outfit.
that's very important. I was talking with a business partner recently, and he was sharing with me the attire. For example, if you have a court date, if you have a court date, if you're a gentleman, you're going to court. It's very important for you to wear a button-down shirt. It's and to be because you're showing that you are respectful of the courtroom
In the process.
and the process. First impression still matters. Before you even get to speak, people are judging you
Yes.
by
Yes.
the way you are dressed.
Yes.
That's never going to change, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
wish it was different, but people are always going to judge you that way. And it's very important to do that.
So
and
you
I
mean,
Mhm.
excuse me, a young man cannot just wear a wife beater or just a undershirt, a t-shirt, and some jeans and just go to court?
No, nobody's going to give you the time of day. And quite honestly, I would be surprised if your attorney keeps that appointment for you.
And what about a young lady?
A
Or
young-
an adult? We're saying young ladies, but you do this for
Yes,
adults too.
absolutely.
Okay.
Adults, young ladies and ladies, young gentlemen and gentlemen. If you're a male, you want to be in a button-down shirt with the shirt tucked in with a belt. And I recommend the classic colors for gentlemen: white shirt, blue or light blue shirt. If you're going to one of these business places where everybody else in the room is dressed that way. You don't want to stand out for the wrong reasons.
So no bright orange.
You
and
don't want
yellows.
to be the only one in the room wearing a red shirt when every other gentleman in the room is in a white or blue shirt,
And a
right?
young lady.
The young lady, you want
Or
to
the
wear,
young-
yes, or ladies, you want to wear a dress that covers your knee.
Okay.
And you want it to cover your chest quite a bit.
Okay.
You don't want to display too much skin. It could be a skirt or a dress, but you really want to be mindful of ensuring that it covers your knees and then it's not too low of a cut.
So not all that cleavage showing.
Not recommended if you're attending a business meeting. No, I'm sorry.
Or going to court.
Or going to court, yes.
Martine, again, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy.
Yes.
And they can reach you how?
Absolutely. It's 561-351-0219.
I think you just started.
Yes.
So you have your social media handles, all that stuff's going on for you?
I do. I am on Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram,
Okay.
LinkedIn, of course.
Of course.
And then we have the website.
Okay. And so if they search Modern Etiquette, they'll find you.
Yes,
And
correct.
if they search your name, they can find you.
Martine Pierre Paul.
All right. Well, my guest, Martine Pierre Paul from Modern Etiquette and Leadership Academy, gave you a lot of tips. We covered the tables, we covered attires, we covered how we can help the kids, and most importantly, parents, we have to be our kids' role model. So don't say, don't sit with your legs open when you sit with your legs open, mom. Don't say, do this, and when we're doing the opposite. Because let me tell you, and you've heard this, you've read this, our action speaks a whole lot louder than our words. My name is Derline Pierre. I am the founder and CEO of Economic Solution Services, Inc., short ESSI, and we are located at 3411 West Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33436. You can reach us at 561-877-4662. Don't forget, when you call the office, mention 2747 code. And when you also come to visit us, mention 2747. If you are watching us at 4Jasper TV, or if you are listening to us at this radio station, we thank you. We thank you for your support. So make comments, make posts, reach out to my guest Martine. Let her know you appreciate the information that she brought. Check out these 2 books that she brought for you. We're going to zoom in on it. Check them out. I hope I'm not covering anything. All right. So check out these books. Give them to nephews, cousins, young men you know. Great gifts, birthday gifts. Of course, give them some money with it because kids don't like books. But again, Martine, thank you very much.
My pleasure, Darlene.
And have a wonderful rest of your day.